COVID. What's going on, everyone? So today's video, as you could probably tell by the video, we got to say goodbye to somebody today, and it is my 1985 BMW. If you've been around the channel for a while, you've probably seen some videos on this guy, and unfortunately and fortunately, it is time to say goodbye to him. I originally had named him Wojtek, and yes, as in the Polish soldier bear, which is ironic because it's a German car and I'm Polish, but I did. However, after many transformations, I had switched the name to Frankie. I know, not supposed to change the name, blah blah blah, but Frankie was a lot more suiting, and it was short for Frankenstein's monster because it's got seats out of a 1995 BMW M3 that I had color matched to the interior. It's got a manual transmission from a 1984 or 85 Euro 635. It's got an engine from a 1986 635 that had 163,000 miles on it when I put it in. Wheels, don't know what car they came off of, but they're not original to this car. The paint is Barbera red, which is from the I believe not E46s, but I think it's like the E52. Basically, it was like the 3 Series and 5 Series BMWs from like 2005-ish to 2012. I think this was the year or years for that color generation. And the interior came out of a different 1986 or 87 635. So it's just got a bunch of parts from a bunch of different cars. Oh, and the flywheels from a 80, I believe it was an 83 or no 84. The flywheel was from an 84, but it's got a brand new clutch in it when I did the trans swap. The handles are from a different car because mine ended up breaking. Well, the driver's side broke. Still have it somewhere. And the bumper's from the same car that the manual trans came from, but the bumper's a custom bumper. But I end up finding a buyer for it finally, and it's time to clean them up and go bring it to the guy today. So that's what we're going to be doing. I got to move my mom's car. Gonna put this in the middle of the driveway. It's like 40 degrees right now, so not optimal car cleaning weather, but you know what, let's get to it. Okay, so something a lot of people don't realize, like whenever somebody came to look at the car, and it being a 1985 does not have OBD2 scanner or not even OBD1 scanner, but it would always have a check light here when you would first turn it on. That check light wasn't the check engine light. It was this panel here. You're supposed to use the check button to make sure all your warning lights work, so the brake light would still be on until you push the brake pedal to test your brake lights. And that's what that check light was for, not a check engine. Your check engine's this inspection light, which just goes on and off anyway. So all right, let's move the car to the middle. What's up, bud? Hi. Well, car is all cleaned up. Vacuumed the inside and did a quick detail spray. Vacuumed the trunk, and he's gonna get some floor mats, a car cover, the strut brace, which I never put back on after I did the starter on this thing. But otherwise, this car is ready for its new owner. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about it and the drive up to the guy, but I want to show you guys this. This is the original owner's manual that came with the car. Well, it says 86 gasoline models, but this was an 85. Look at that. The original dealership. It came from a California. It's got the tape cassette, oil for it, the tape cleaner. This thing is, it's all there. And I did have the original insurance cards from the owner in California, so I might, if I have it, I think it's in the file folder receipts that I have. So I'm gonna give it to that guy so he can have it. And this way, if he ever wants to track down the original owner of the car, he can. But this is gonna stay with him. Got the remote for the radio. Little cracks in the dash, but nothing major. The old dashboard had a giant crack right here, so. All right, let's go. I'm gonna change my pants because I actually hate wearing sweatpants outside the house. And I'm only wearing them because I was cleaning the car, and these don't have anything that can scratch the paint. So, all right, I'm gonna go change, get the rest of the stuff, and we're gonna head out. Well, I went and grabbed the spare key. Now I think it's time to take off my keychain, which I only had one key ring on here. So this was on the keys since I bought the car, and now it's no longer on the keys. But I will keep it on me during the drive. So let's start her up. Let's get some tunes going. All right, I'll see you guys on the road. So we're in the car, we're on the highway now. We're about 20 minutes away. Sorry about the squeaking with that chair there. And sorry if I'm yelling because it's an old car. It's not the best soundproofing. So anyways, this car I bought back in 2015 with an automatic trans in it. As you noticed, or may have noticed, it's a manual now. The transmission had no forward gears, so I manual swapped the car. Me and a few buddies in the garage dropped the old trans, chucked it aside, put the manual in it with a brand new clutch. This is the car I learned to drive stick shift in. I always watched my dad growing up. When I was born, he had a 94 Ford Ranger with a 5-speed in it. And I loved that truck. I would watch him roll through the gears, watch him work the pedals as like a newborn child and a toddler until he sold it when I was about 6. So, well, 6, 7 years old is around the time he sold it. So I was always watching him drive stick, and I always wanted to learn. Like, when I get my driver's license, I'm gonna get a stick shift car. Well, that didn't happen until I bought this car in 2015 when I was, I don't know, like 20. Yeah, I was like 19, 20 years old when I bought it. And I've only driven dirt bikes and 4-wheelers that were stick shift and some motorcycles. Again, never driven a car. So as soon as we got the trans in it, put it on the ground, and I fired it up, I drove it right on the garage. I was like, oh, better time than I need to learn. Drove it to the gas station, put gas in it, and I didn't install it for like a couple of weeks. I was leaving work, going to school one day, and I was at a stop sign, and I had a coworker. I got off early that day. He was behind me. He knew it was me. Saw me stall it, laughed his butt off, and they have the work trucks. It was a public works truck, and he had the lights on it. So he turns on the lights. I was like, really? I was like, is that necessary? And he's just laughing. So I did install the car a couple times, but you know what? You live and you learn. And now I mean, this car has been with me for a lot, and I've kind of treated it like one of my babies. And as much as I say I have a love-hate relationship with it, it's more so love. And I hope the new owner takes good care of it, and I'm sure he'll take good care of him. It's just, to me, the car just sits more, and I want somebody to enjoy it. This is a fun car to drive, and it gets a lot of looks, gets a lot of compliments, and I'm gonna miss it for sure. But it's time to move on, get my money back out of it, and start putting into other things, you know? Alright. I'll probably see you guys after the transaction's done, and I'll be heading home then. Well, I'm sitting here waiting on my ride, got my license plate, and transaction was made, yet the car's still sitting here. He said he's gonna leave it here and come pick it up later because he pulled the classic, I didn't tell my wife yet. I'm like, yo, you're paying me. I don't even know your wife. So, no, he's happy with it. Car's giving off good energy. Frankie, you're a good car. As many times as I've been on the side of the road with you, cussing you out in the garage, I learned a lot. And learning and all the knowledge. Get out of here, Subaru or Scoobaroo. Jeez, go buy a vape or something. My goodness. Anyways, what was I saying? I learned a lot, and the experiences I've had and the memories I've made, those are priceless, and I can't put a dollar amount on it. But now I'm just sitting here waiting for my ride because it's late. But it's also my mother, so I can't be mad about it. Plus, this weekend is Mother's Day, so she gets more room in the driveway, and when I get the garage cleaned out again, she can park her car instead of this being in there. Anyways, I'm gonna put some photos here of like the first day I got the car, and just, I don't know, I'll just put some photos in this videos for you guys to kind of check out of the car through the process of why I owned it. But it's an end of an era. It was a fun car. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the stick shift, the manual, just everything about it. Learning how to manual swap, how to put an engine into a car, tearing down the engine, putting it all back together, timing chains, which I've done on ATVs and stuff. I just never done it on a full car. So, alright, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Well, I'm gonna put all those photos here, and then I will catch you guys back at the house most likely. Well, we're back home now, and the garage is the same way. I'm gonna have to clean up my cleaning supplies, but the BMW is no more in the driveway, no more in the garage. So like I was saying earlier, it's kind of bittersweet because I don't know, it was like I did a lot with that car, a lot of memories, as you saw in the photos and stuff like that. But one other thing was the license plate, which I don't really care about people seeing my license plate, because if you see me on the street, you're going to see my plate on my vehicle anyways. But that plate right there, those numbers, or set of letters and numbers, was issued to my father when he first came here to the States from Europe, and he first bought a car. Those were his very first plates that were issued back in 1986. The car was in 1985, which means the plate number, like those combinations, are from the same era, same generation as that car was. So I thought it was kind of cool to have those plates on that car. So I made it so the plates would transfer to my name from his. So we transferred the plates from him to me, and I ran them on my car. And I would actually get quite a bit of people who would see it and ask me like, oh, do you have a 911 or like a Porsche 911? And I was like, no. Whereas like sometimes people would think I'm a cop or something because 911. But I'm like, no, those were just state issued plates back in the 80s. So somebody out there has a JE 912 or 910, And it's just, the plates have been in my family since my dad first got them. On every car he's ever owned, he's transferred it. So when it was time for me to get a car and not a pickup truck, because we have different plates for those, I wanted to get his old plates on the car. So I thought that was a cool story to have for it. And I don't know, who knows, maybe I will get a 911. I'll put them on it. I'm just kidding. I like the Caymans more than the 911s. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to kind of document it, of saying goodbye to the car. And I don't know, some people might think I'm weird, but to me a car is one with the family. And last time I had to say goodbye to a car, it was my old truck, and a kid killed it, pretty much murdered the truck. This one is different, because I'm not saying fully goodbye. It's someone else is going to take good care of the car, and he's already planning out what he's going to do next with it and this and that. So I'm like, you know, it's going in good hands. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you look forward to what is in store for the rest of this channel and what I plan on doing now that I finally got rid of that car and now I have some freed up cash for other projects, there's more to come for sure. So if you want to stay tuned for that, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because for sure we're going to be working on this guy some more and taking it out to trails, and who knows, maybe I'll get another one. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, hopefully you guys have a good one. Take care, stay safe, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.